You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
First in your 11 minutes of nonstop news, people on Michigan State's campus sent running for their lives when a shooter killed 3 people and wounded 5 others. We have the latest on the investigation.
Everything comes to light and we'll know everything soon, and everybody's gonna get what they deserve at the end of the day.
A family shocked after a former police officer is charged in a teenage girl's death. What we know as he prepares to head to court today.
Bit of a chilly start for us this morning, but temperatures will be warming up as we head through the afternoon, approaching the 70-degree mark in a lot of spots. We'll talk about it coming up.
Want to give a big good morning to our friends in Gwinnett County. Volume beginning to build up that way. You've got brake lights from 316 all the way down to the perimeter.
First in your 11 minutes of nonstop news, 5 people are in critical condition right now. 3 people have died after that campus shooting at Michigan State University.
Classes and all activities are canceled today and tomorrow. So here are 3 things you need to know right now. It is still unclear what ties the victims had to the university. We don't know if they were all students or staff members. Police say the suspect shot and killed himself and was found off campus. They say the 43-year-old man had no affiliation with the university. Police say the 2 university buildings where shots were reported are upon the open public business hours. They are open. You can just walk in. Some students say it has left them shaken.
It's terrifying, man. It really is. We don't know what to do at all. We're just listening to the police scanners, hoping for the best.
You never think it's going to happen until it actually happens. You know, you think you're safe, and then we all thought we were safe on the second floor in the cafeteria, but obviously we weren't.
This community changed forever, and counseling services will start there for students later this morning.
This is a developing story. Many more details will be coming out through the day. The Today Show will pick coverage back up after your 11 minutes of nonstop news.
A former police officer is expected in court today after he was arrested in connection to the death of a 16-year-old girl.
She had been missing for more than 6 months. Ariana Maniz joining us from Gwinnett County Detention Center where he's being held. Ariana, what do investigators know about this right now?
The now former Dorville police officer is sitting behind bars this morning here at the Gwinnett County Detention Center without bond. 22-year-old Miles Bryant is facing charges for concealing Morales' death and false report of a crime. Bryant is the first person to be arrested and charged in connection to the 16-year-old's death. Susanna Morales' remains were found last week near the Gwinnett-Barrow County line after she went missing on July 26. Police and her family say they don't know any connection between the officer and the teen, but the family says they're completely shocked to learn an officer is facing charges tied to her death. Now, Gwinnett County Police say this investigation is still ongoing, and at this point, it's still too early to determine if any charges will follow. Meanwhile, the medical examiner's office is still working to determine the cause of this teenager's death. Back to you.
And that was a look at your top headlines.
Good morning, Chesley.
Good morning. We're starting off with temperatures on the cool side, or the chilly side in some spots as well. Take a look. We're down to 32 degrees right now in Conyers and over toward Covington. 34 right now down toward Locust Grove and McDonough. 33 degrees in Peachtree City. 31 Chattahoochee Hills. You got 32 degrees in Powder Springs. We can call it Polar Springs. No, I'm kidding. Looking at 31 degrees in Hiram, Dallas and Paulding County the same. 35 Marietta and down toward Mapleton. 41 degrees right now in Tucker over in DeKalb County. 35 at the Fulton County Airport. Roswell, you're at 36 starting off this morning. So it is a bit of a chilly start for us, folks, or cool in some spots. You're going to need at least a jacket to walk the dog this morning, or if you're going out doing that exercise, put on the full jogging suit, right? 68 will be your afternoon high temperature. Partly sunny skies by the time we get to the afternoon. Won't take away too much from our sun. We'll have mostly cloudy skies later on tonight. Temperatures falling through the 60s by the time we get to the 7 o'clock hour. Notice the rain back off to the west of us, moving mainly up to the north, but it is making its way toward us. A front will move through and increase our chances for rain over the next couple of days. We won't see any today. I do think we'll get some clouds in here, but we'll stay dry for this afternoon at least. The severe weather off to the west of us. Now, that's not severe. When you look at that light green shade, it means a general threat for thunderstorms. But that same area for tomorrow, that starts to intensify as the front advances to the east. So from Memphis almost down to Jackson, over into Dallas is where we have a slight risk for severe weather. This will move eastward on Thursday, and you notice the slight risk stays to our west. Our extreme northwestern counties included in that level 2 threat, or a slight risk for severe weather. Much of the area, well, say from the metro area westward, looking at a level 1 threat, or marginal risk. What does that mean? Isolated showers, strong to severe thunderstorms are possible in our area, and the timing for that looks to be late on Thursday going into Friday morning. Here it is, our forecast track model. It shows clouds moving in and out of the area for this afternoon. We're going to wind up with mostly cloudy skies tonight. When you wake up on Wednesday, there could be a few scattered showers around. We'll keep them in the forecast off and on, isolated showers throughout the day on Wednesday. Cloudy skies on Thursday. Shower could break out at any time, but more likely to see that heavy rain get in here later on in the evening. I'm thinking after 9, 10 o'clock is when that will start to push in. Widespread rain. Some of that will have some heavy pockets, even a few thunderstorms that could pack some gusty winds. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that. It'll be around at least through Friday morning. By Friday afternoon, that clears out. Notice behind the front, we're going to cool down. Almost 20-degree drop in the temperatures. 72 on Thursday, down to 52 by Friday. Saturday will stay the same, about 53 degrees with sunshine breaking out, and will rebound by next Sunday.
Sticking with your 11 minutes of nonstop news today, family and friends will celebrate the life of an Atlanta nightclub co-owner.
He was gunned down outside Republic Lounge earlier this month. Michael Gidwan's brother says his service is at 2 o'clock at Ebenezer Baptist Church today. Right now, police continue to look for the shooter, 39-year-old Jonathan Soto. The family's offering a $100,000 reward.
A family is out of a home this morning after a fire on Fairburn Avenue. We spoke to the father who lives there, and he says that fire started in the kitchen and that 2 of his sons had to jump out of the second-story window to escape. He says he has 8 kids in all. The Red Cross is now helping that family.
Parts of the final report surrounding former President Trump and possible 2020 election interference will be made public. A Fulton County judge says we can expect to see some of the special grand jury's findings this Thursday. It could reveal recommendations regarding criminal charges.
This morning, some are calling for change at Atlanta Public Schools, and they wanted to start by getting rid of the current superintendent and other school leaders. Molly Oak has more on these complaints and the district's response.
That group of education advocates says it's asking for change because of a number of issues. The group Transparency Now posted a petition on change.org, and more than 650 people have signed it. On the petition, there's a long list of issues ranging from low math scores, low standardized test scores, underperforming schools, low attendance, and a spike in disciplinary incidents. The group also says the school district failed to share safety and security data. One of the advocates behind the petition says it's time for new leadership that will bring in better results for the students.
Our goal here is to change leadership within APS, and we want to see a change. And when I say a change, we want to see someone come in aggressively, understanding what the achievement gap is and closing it. The data is showing us that the students below 20 are performing one way, the students above 20 are performing another way. And we want to see how can we bridge that gap.
In a statement, Atlanta Public Schools called the information in the petition a, quote, incomplete interpretation of our student data. The statement saying in part that they are aware of many learning and social emotional impacts caused by the pandemic and are also evaluating some existing pre-pandemic challenges, all while working to meet the needs of students. And when we spoke to that group, it says it will meet soon to discuss the next steps. Back to you all.
Thanks a lot, Molly. If you didn't know, today is Love Day. Let's get it. We're looking at temperatures right around 62 degrees by noon under partly sunny skies. Very, very nice. Our winds will be out of the southeast at about 10 miles per hour. Make it feel comfortable out there. 68 for your warm afternoon high. Some spots may reach the 70-degree mark. We'll keep an eye on that. By 6 o'clock when you're driving home, temperatures right around 64 degrees or going out to dinner. We'll start to see more of those clouds begin to move into the forecast area by then. No rain coming out of the clouds at all for today. Rain comes by tomorrow.
This Valentine's Day will bring love, fun, and some encouragement for kids in Metro Atlanta who are going through a lot. Patients at Children's will look out their windows tonight, see lights of love. Staff, volunteers, families will all be outside the 3 hospital campuses, shining flashlights up to the patients in their hospital rooms, and patients will shine their lights back down to the crowd. Lights of love to remind them that they're not alone.
I love that beautiful message. I'm sure it's going to be pretty too.
Yeah, no doubt. A little extra love on the Valentine's Day.
Nothing wrong with that.
No doubt. All right, everybody, have a great day. We're handing it off to the Today Show, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.